Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Dr. Matt. Today I'm here with Tom for one of our custom conversations. So Tom, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us.
Sure.
So here's where we're going to begin. I just want you to talk a little bit about, where you were before you came into the office, before you, took that first step in here, before you were even, made the decision to jump in and invest in yourself this way. Talk about what life was like. What did you try? What were your concerns? Just paint a little bit of that picture for us.
Sure, yeah. So I was a lifetime battler with my weight, like many people, and I had tried just about every program, diet, magic pill, magic shake. The only thing that really worked for me for any length of time was in my 20s when I was able to out-exercise poor dietary choices, when I had the energy and time to dedicate to 6 days a week at the gym. And so at that point, my late 20s, I did lose quite a bit of weight. But, the rigors of life wear on you, and you just don't have 6 days a week to dedicate to the gym. Yeah. And, it's great to move. It just becomes hard to find that time. So, like every program or every product that I tried, I would lose a bunch of weight and then gain back. Yeah. And some of them gain back and then some. So right before I came into your office, I had done a stint of keto and lost like 50 pounds and gained 75 or 80 back. And so was really at a spot, my wife threw a surprise 40th birthday party for me. And I looked at those photos from that night and I saw this guy with this big bowling ball of a head and I thought, wow, I'm really far off of where I want to be at 40 years old. Yeah. And heard an advertisement for this opportunity and came in and really changed my my life. So it's been a great journey with you.
Yeah, It's been a privilege to be part of this process, but you've been the one that's done it. But what you just talked about, I like you said, I think a lot of us have been there. A lot of people have tried a lot of things and to some degree been able to get somewhere, to get some results, to really feel like, hey, this was it. I'm finally getting over this hill, and then it just all flies back. And just like you said, oftentimes with that extra, and that can be really disheartening. So frustrating to feel like just one thing after the other just creates another failure.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was living in a world of excuses. So like I said, in my late 20s, I took a bunch of weight off. In my early 30s, I changed careers, got very busy with business. Fathered a couple of great children, and just really was living in a world of excuses as to why I couldn't invest the time and energy into my health and well-being, and really sold myself a bad bill of goods that I was trying to be successful, whether it was in business or in parenting, and there really is no success without a successful plan for your health, right? And so it was a challenge, and really until I stopped making those excuses and stopped searching for the easy way out. Like I said, I tried a lot of those magic pills and magic shakes, and you're looking for that easy way out, but you're still living in that world of excuses. And I think this program, it caused me to get out of living in those excuses and take some accountability and really have a partner to take that ride with me and hold me accountable and partner with me and support me. And that's something that I've never had before in any type of a health or lifestyle change. So I think that provided some really great framework for success.
Yeah. Well, and clearly I think the same thing, but let's kind of pause right in that same spot, where you're saying, I'd done some things before that had gotten me results, even if they were temporary, and I got distracted and really poured my life into my career and my kids. When you came back to saying, well, I've got to get in front of this, I've really got to make this change, were you concerned that, maybe you wouldn't be able to make any progress at that point, that you kind of missed the window? What were your reservations or your fears as you were considering, jumping into the program?
Yeah, I was definitely worried. People will tell you that at 40, it becomes increasingly difficult to keep your weight off or lose weight. Yeah. And so I bought into that idea that I may have missed the window and I may be stuck. Yeah. And so coming in, I was feeling a little bit defeated, met for my consultation, and just was very unsure as to what I could do to change and whether or not I was going to be successful. It was reassuring to hear in that consultation, the gentleman that I met with gave me some comfort in saying that, hey, I think you're going to be able to lose about X amount of weight in the period of time, and we're willing to back that and give you a guarantee on that. And that made me feel a little bit more confident, as well as, the financial piece to it. It helped to hold me accountable, right? When you're bought into something and you have skin in the game, all of a sudden it's a different program.
Yeah.
You pair that with a coach, a person that's able to check in with you daily, and a weekly or monthly visit to an office, and boy, what a difference that makes in setting you up with a good plan for continuing to succeed.
Yeah, definitely. So talking about, that place that you were and saying, you really could kind of use your own words. You said, I've got to look at this and really do something different. Besides just moving the scale, what were the other goals for yourself in, getting involved in a program that could really help you make a change? What were the other things you were really looking to accomplish besides just the weight loss?
So my biggest goal was I had bought a basketball hoop for my kids in January, discount, right? Not a lot of people buying basketball poles in January. And I thought to myself, boy, I'd love to be able to get out in the driveway and play hoops with my son and daughter, like my dad did with me. But boy, at 365 pounds, the thought of getting out and moving was daunting.
Yeah.
And so one of my biggest goals when I came in here was to lose enough weight for that spring and summer to be able to use that basketball pole with my kids. And I think by the time I got that hoop installed in, let's say, late April, I had already lost like 65 pounds on the program. And so I was feeling like a brand new person.
Yeah.
And I got a whole good season of playing hoops with them out in the driveway.
Yeah.
And so that, believe it or not, something as simple as that, was a major goal. And then, the normal set of goals that everybody has, look better, feel better, live longer. Really, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be around for my son and daughter for the long term.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all of that is a big deal, but I certainly wouldn't want to make light of something like having that kind of quality time with your kids when you're feeling like you're, essentially trapped in your own body and you're not able to engage and do these things with your loved ones. I mean, that's a bad place to be.
Yeah, when movement becomes non-enjoyable, that's a challenge, right? And that's the beautiful thing about this journey is that, today I joined a men's basketball league on Saturday mornings at my church. I'm enjoying the full court basketball, being able to get out and move. I'm not exercising from I need to outwork the mistakes I've made. I'm exercising from a place of, wow, it feels really great to be able to move and do this.
Yeah.
And so, at night I'll drop down and do 50 or 100 push-ups just because it feels so good. And that's such a healthier relationship with exercise than I've ever had in the past. Which is amazing. I never thought that I'd be there, you know?
I love how you just said that because I feel like, we talk a lot about nutrition here, and certainly our clients will talk, back to us about saying how they've really felt like their relationship with food has changed and they've learned so much and all that. But, I love the fact that you said that changed your relationship with exercise, with movement, because I completely agree. What a freeing place that is to be like, I'm going to do this activity, I'm going to work out in any capacity because it's positive for my health. It's something I enjoy, as opposed to, I've got to put this time in, otherwise the scale is going to look real bad, or I'm going to keep going the wrong way, or I've got to, like you said, kind of own up to the mistakes I made with my nutrition today or this week or whatever. So that's powerful.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. You kind of hinted at some numbers, but let's be real specific. So let's just talk about, where you were when you came in, what you were able to change through the course of the program, but now, today, sitting here today, exactly, where you are now.
So I just got an email from your office saying that this week is my 1-year anniversary. So I started the program almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah.
I came in at 365 pounds, and today I weigh 230 pounds. So I've lost 135 pounds in 1 year. It's been done with virtually no required exercise, other than the enjoyable exercise that I've chosen to add in here in the last couple of months.
Right.
It's been done strictly through diet, nutrition, stoking my metabolism, using my body chemistry to burn that fat and lose the weight. And every week I get on the scale and I'm amazed that the numbers just keep folding off. I'm not on a program that I'm hungry. I don't feel deprived. If I want pizza, I have pizza. I make better choices. So instead of eating regular pizza, sometimes I'll do cauliflower crust pizza. And so just finding creative ways to fill those urges, but maybe with a healthier choice. And but at the end of the day, going to bed feeling satisfied and really enjoying and seeing a very sustainable long-term plan that's going to continue, and that I'm not going to rebound and put that weight back on and be right back at it with another product or program.
Yeah.
There's nothing more defeating than that. So being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel is really great.
Yeah. It sounds, to kind of put words in your mouth, but it really sounds like you're saying this has become just a lifestyle for you. You've really learned what it looks like to do the best things for your body and your metabolism.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
It is.
Imagine, that you're kind of giving advice to yourself. I mean, obviously you did make this commitment, you did jump in, you invested in yourself, but imagine you're talking to yourself, before you came in these doors. What would your advice be to Tom of, a year plus ago?
Yeah, that advice would look something like this. Stop living in a world of excuses. Hold yourself accountable. Review options, especially on the finance side. I didn't realize until I came in that I could use my HSA money as a way to pay for the program, and that's a great option. And so, review your options, and you can achieve anything as long as you put your health first, right? You can be successful in business and as a parent, but first you have to put your health out in the forefront. So.
Yeah. If you don't have that, it's hard to really appreciate a whole lot of other things because it can really take everything else away.
That's right. You have to feel good, and and you have to own your choices and just be accountable. But really, just to get out of the excuses.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's so easy to fall into that trap of why we can't do something on a day or a week or a month. It's really quite a challenge to do the opposite and figure out how we can do. And, the can-do mindset is the way to go through life.
I agree. All right, well, last question. If you were to just say, kind of in just looking at one aspect, what was it about the Custom Fat Loss program that you felt made, the difference? If you can just say, one thing in particular, what was the standout thing that you felt like made the difference for you in terms of being able to, get results, but keep them?
So there's so many things.
Okay.
We would be here all day because there's so many wonderful things about the program that make it successful. But if I had to pick one, I would honestly say it's the support and partnership of my coach. So Alyssa, I've been working with Alyssa now for quite a while, and just having a person to hold you accountable, to meet with you when you hit a snag in your plan, to know that you can go and talk with that person and they're gonna troubleshoot through it with you, that they're there with you day to day, holding you accountable, but also offering you the support that you need and the encouragement that you can succeed. That's something that I've never seen in another program or another lifestyle changing program.
It's a big difference to do things together as opposed to just being solo and just hoping that you can stay on track, and that also puts you in a spot where you're guessing often, right? You don't have someone to back you up. Yeah, big difference. Well, Tom, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you to everyone for watching and for joining us for this episode of Custom Conversations, and until next time, be well, everybody.